Yeah, and I think that we're pivoting quite nicely now to something that I was quite surprised about when we first began our discussions, is the social impact of alt lending and the borrowers that they work with. So how does alt lending balance return and responsibility in this sector?
Well, it's very interesting. Unfortunately, we hear very sad stories every single day of borrowers who never thought they would find themselves in this situation. The amount of debt that they owe is overwhelming. A variable interest rate where the interest rate markets are going up. Maybe they could afford their payments a year and a half ago. They can't afford them now here in the US. And they're ending up in a situation where they're in charge off. These are bad loans. They don't know where to go. They don't know who to pay. And with an absorbent interest rate, collection fees all added into that loan. And so what we do is we go in and give them a low fixed interest rate. We resolve the issue for the borrower and the cosigners. Sometimes we get children speaking to their parents again. Sometimes we get children
Wow.
speaking to their grandparents again because they're solving the issue for the cosigners who never signed up to end up in a delinquency or a default or a charge-off situation. Grandparents oftentimes can't afford to pick up that extra $200-300. And so we actually spend a significant amount of time with these borrowers, sometimes on the phone for 45 minutes or longer, walking them through this process and really resolving this situation, giving the parents and the grandparents, even though they may be co-signers on the new alt lending loan, they know it's going in a positive direction. And that positive direction, once they refinance with alt lending, we'll see an increase of those FICO scores anywhere from 50 to 150 points within 6 months. That's a significant number. That could take a subprime consumer into a prime consumer,
Right.
which completely changes everything in their lives.